Hey guys, today we're going to be finding rate of change using a table and finding slope in various situations. Let's begin with rate of change. Here the table shows the distance a car travels over time. Is the rate of change in distance with respect to time constant? What does the rate of change represent? Let's begin. We're going to begin by finding the change in distance by subtracting row 2 distance by row 1 distance. 140 minus 70 equals 70. Next, we're going to find the change in time by subtracting row 2 time by rows 1 time. That would be 2 minus 1 equals 1. We divide the change in distance by the change in time, which becomes 70 over 1. We repeat these steps using the next two rows, and then we're going to compare the change. Here we have 210 minus the 140 also equals 70. 3 minus 2 equals 1. We're left again with 70 over 1. Being that these are the same rate, the rate of change is constant. The rate of change represents the car's speed in miles per hour. Let's move on to slope. Finding slope when using a graph. What is the slope of this line represented in the graph? We're going to begin by picking 2 points on the line. As you see, I picked those 2 points. We're going to find the rise by counting up or down from the left point to the right point. To go from the left point to the right point, we are going to be counting down -3. To move to the point to the right, we are also going to have to move right and run 5 to the right. Our slope is written as rise over run. So our rise was -3 and our run was +5. So my slope is -3 over 5. Our solution becomes -3/5. Let's try finding a slope using points. Here we're what is the slope of the line through point -1, 0 and 3, -2. We're going to continue labeling each coordinate in the order of x sub 1, y sub 1 for the first coordinate pair, and we're going to do x sub 2, y sub 2 for the second coordinate pair. We're going to find the slope by substituting those values into the slope formula. M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. That will leave us with the -2 minus 0 and the 3 minus a -1. We're going to continue simplifying. -2 minus 0 gives us -2, and 3 minus the -1. When you have a negative and a minus next to each other, that will become a positive, so it's like saying 3 plus 1, which is 4. We can continue simplifying. We can reduce the top and bottom by 2, and we're left with -1/2. This becomes our solution as our slope. Let's look when we are working with horizontal and vertical lines. What is the slope of each line? Again, we're going to label each coordinate in the order of x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. Now, just so you know that what that means is that is our first x and our first y term, and then the second x and the second y term. It's a way that we can name them. We're going to have 2 minus a -3 over 7 minus 7. When we simplify this, 2 minus -3 is going to give us 5, and 7 minus 7 is going to give us 0. Because 0 is in the denominator, this is undefined. For the second, we're going to substitute in, and we're going to be left with -2 minus -2 over 4 minus -1. This is going to simplify to become 0 over 5. When 0 is in the numerator, we can simplify this to becoming 0 as my final slope. Hope this helps. Leave your questions and comments below. Please subscribe. Have a great day.